Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars David Hedison, Joshua Bryant, John McLean, Marla Adams. Tonight's episode, The Deadly Charade.
At least it was a fast lesson about which end you grab a live lobster.
Oh, I'd laugh a little louder if you hadn't caused me a perfectly good hairdo horsing around on that boat.
Sandra, I plead innocence. That wave hit the boat when my back was turned. Isn't that right, Rob?
Oh, sure, Paul. Right? It was a wave and not your three-legged feet that caused our hostess and Duncan.
Wave or no wave,
Yeah.
it's all too far tonight.
Rob, you want one?
Thanks, Betty.
Now, there you go.
Thank you.
I'll take one of these back to Sandra.
Oh, let me. Maybe I can help her with her hair.
Okay.
Your cousin Sandra is playing the sly little old matchmaker, isn't she? Having Betty and you as house guests at the same time?
Just a very happy coincidence.
Sandy, I've got your drink out here.
Thanks.
Oh, that's nice. I'm admiring your Oriental figurine. Is it new?
Yes. Paul always finds something rare for me in that antique shop of his whenever he comes for a visit. It's called Goddess of Sleep. Oh, I hope it works, because nothing I've been taking does.
You having trouble with Harry still?
Mm-hmm.
No chance of a reconciliation?
No. I think this time divorce is the only solution.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Paul even drove up to the cabin this morning to try and patch things up, and Harry just about threw him off the place. Oh, boy. What am I going to do about this mop?
Oh, honey, don't use the hot rollers. It'll take too long. Use your blow dryer. Okay. I'll help you set it later, okay?
Would you?
Yeah.
Thanks, Betty.
Hurry, they're waiting for you.
All right. Blow dryer, where is it?
Hi. I think I'll take a quick shower and freshen up a bit myself. How's Sandra doing?
Well, she'll be joining us shortly.
Good.
And then the wind came up, and we turned downwind.
Betty? Paul?
We're all getting something.
He went out there.
Betty, is she... God, she's dead.
Get an ambulance.
I see somebody who could use a couple hours sleep.
When did your plane get in?
An hour ago. They gave me your message along with one from California Meridian Insurance. Sandra Lassiter carried a big policy. They want a report. I know, Betty. I know you and Sandra go back a long way.
It's so hard to believe she's gone.
I just got a sketchy report. She was shot by a burglar who then shot Paul Nugent.
It's about all anybody has. Paul heard something. He went into her room. She was fighting with a man in a red ski mask. And Paul went after him and man shot him.
How's Paul?
Oh, not so bad. He was just grazed along his rib cage. He's insisting on being released from the hospital. I said I'd go down and pick him up around 10.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead? Deputies will fill me in.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, we got an excellent print, Sheriff.
Oh, good, Abrams. Take it to the lab, huh?
Yes, sir.
Barnaby, you called out on this case?
Well, the company wanted me to make a routine investigation and report.
Well, there's nothing routine around here. Burglary with a house full of guests milling around. An estranged husband with a story that he's been driving around all night. Doesn't know where.
Harry Lassiter can't account for his whereabouts?
I just got back from talking with him up at his cabin. He says he was out hanging one on, to use his words. We'll see about that.
You mind if I ask him a few questions?
Not at all. Keep in touch, buddy.
Right.
Don't you think you should have spent at least one day in the hospital?
I hate hospital. Anyway, they're not doing any more for me than the bandage I'm wearing. What about the burglar? Have the police come up with any leads yet?
No, not yet. Are you sure you should be walking around like this?
Well, yeah, my side's a little stiff, but the doctor says moving around is the best thing I can do for you.
All right. Let me get this for you. Here you go. Easy.
Thanks.
Careful.
Oh! How's Harry taking it all?
I don't know. Up until I left the house, he was nowhere to be found. Paul. Poor Harry. First, the loss of their two children in that awful auto accident, and now Sandra.
I know. Harry wasn't at his cabin?
No, the sheriff had a deputy out there since last night waiting for him, but he never showed up.
Well, that's funny. I was with him for about an hour yesterday morning. He was deep inside an article he was writing. He swore he wasn't going to leave his cabin till he met that magazine deadline.
Well, maybe he finished it. Or maybe Harry changed his mind.
I think we met in passing earlier this year at the Park Gun Club, Mr. Jones. Betty was with you.
Yes, I think you were qualifying for the pistol team. I became a fan of yours reading your column in the Sports Quarterly.
A new fan I can always use.
You understand, Mr. Lassiter, that although I turned in my reports to the insurance company, they could wind up in any court record.
In other words, watch what I say to you. I'm 3 steps ahead, Mr. Jones. The sheriff did more than hint. My wife had wealth, and a divorce might be leaving me with financial problems.
Did the sheriff say anything about the burglary, that it was a very clumsy job?
Making it appear the burglar was more interested in murder than robbery. I don't buy it. My wife had no enemies. That includes me. I miss her. Almost as much as I miss our kids. It was after their death 5 years ago that things started to get sour between us. Something about my shoe interest you, Jones?
I think you'll find a duplicate of this tread in the flower garden outside of the bedroom at the beach house.
I used to live there, remember?
Sheriff Coyle says you're having some trouble accounting for your time last night.
Maybe I feel I don't have to account for my time. But it so happens I finished my article early, about 6, and went for a drive.
You remember where you drove?
I'd been drinking all day. While I was writing, I was half stoned, somewhere up the coast.
The critical time would be 8:30. That's when your wife was shot.
I was sleeping it off on a beach by then. I can't prove it, but the sheriff will have to live with it.
You happen to recall which beach?
Yeah, of course. It was just above Dunes Point.
Harry, listen, I'm not due to return home for a few more days, and maybe I should get a room at a hotel.
Don't be silly, Paul. Stay as long as you want.
No, I'll get it.
Oh, hi, I'm Barnaby Jones. Is Mr. Lassiter home?
Oh, yes, he's right inside.
Thank you.
I'm Paul Nugent.
Oh, how are your ribs?
No, much better, thanks.
Good.
Back so soon, Mr. Jones?
I came by to give you a chance to correct your story, that you were sleeping on the beach above Dune Point, or were you actually wearing scuba gear at the time?
I forgot to tie it. All right, I'm a lousy liar. I was with a girl last night. Stupid of me lying. I was ashamed, I guess, hearing Sandra was dead.
Can this girl establish your exact whereabouts at 8:30?
I was at the Blue Surf Motel. Signed in about 7:30, using the name Smith.
What's the girl's name and where does she live?
I only know her first name, Shelley. I never saw her before. Never expected to see her again.
I am wondering if you are aware, Mr. Lassiter, that, first of all, with your lying and then your general vagueness, you're creating a difficulty for yourself.
Difficulty? Oh, the insurance. I keep forgetting that your company will save $1 million if I'm guilty of my wife's murder.
Come on, Harry. I'm sure no one's accusing you of anything.
Where did you meet the girl?
I don't know. I was pretty wiped out from boozing. I remember hitting some of the South Beach bars and then meeting her in one. Tall, blonde, good build.
Do you remember the name of the bar?
One of those places where the beach kids hang out, the Beads and Sandal Bunch. Find her, Jones. She'll clear this up. Hello. Good morning, Mr. Jones.
My associate and I checked out that motel. There's nothing much there in your favor, except you did sign in at 7:30. However, after that, you weren't seen or heard of much.
Didn't anybody see a girl with me?
Nope. We're beginning to check out the bars along South Beach now. I was hoping that your head would be clear. You might be able to give us some help.
Yeah, I was a guitarist. I remember throwing him some money.
How about a place called the Hangout? That do anything to you?
The Hangout? I'm not sure.
They got a guitarist. The bartender's out now. We're going to check back.
The bartender might know this, Shelley. I vaguely recall her kidding somebody behind the bar.
Thanks a lot.
There you go. What I meant to say before is that on a busy night, you stop looking at faces.
What about a girl named Shelley? Did you ever hear her name mentioned in here?
No.
Tall, blonde, good figure?
Yeah, you just described half my customers.
How about him? Very drunk. Can't seem to remember much except giving a guitar player some money.
Yeah, the tipper, yeah, Charlie got a 10. Charlie's the guy on the strings out there. And he left another 10 when he paid his bill. Yeah, him I noticed.
You remember something about the girl kidding with the bartender?
Hey, wait a minute, I got it now. The girl with this guy, now I did think she was calling me over, but she was joking with this Alma something or other, who was sitting right where you are now and bending my ear, right?
So Alma would know the girl we're looking for.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know where Alma lives, though. She's a painter. She's paints those god-awful, two-headed, 16-eyed things. Hang out. Yeah. You said your name was Jones?
Betty. Yo.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
Barnaby, I just got a call from Sheriff Coyle. He wondered if you might be able to meet him up at the Park Gun Club.
Call the sheriff back and tell him I'll meet him there within the hour.
Righto.
And Alma may be a good lead if she sells any pictures. I want you to check the art places on Beach Road here and see if they know her.
Right.
No, not many of the members use this reloading equipment. I would say that outside of the pistol teams who like to measure their own powder, very few of the shooters reload their own ammo.
Well, this bullet was used in the murder weapon, a reload. Had the boys come up from the lab this morning, and they say that this reload equipment was used to make the cartridges in the gun that killed Sandra Lassiter.
Well, I know that Harry Lassiter does his own reloading. He's written articles about it, but what bothers me is that you would hang your hat on this kind of evidence. Whoever it was that killed Sandra could have stolen or borrowed a box of reloads from anybody on the firing line.
Barnaby, I'm hanging my hat on Harry Lassiter's footprints in the garden, on a man who has red ski masks, a man who profits greatly from his wife's death, a man who can't account for his time, and now a man who reloads his own ammunition.
Harry Lassiter is not a stupid man. If he wanted to kill his wife, you think he'd have been this crude?
Barnaby, have you ever seen him drunk? I've had him in the tank on 2 occasions.
You're saying that he got drunk and planned to kill his wife on the spur of the moment?
What better way to account for his clumsiness?
Well, now that would do Picasso justice.
You just made my day.
Well, you sure would be making mine if you told me your name was Alma.
Bingo.
Oh, good. Oh.
What is this, a new kind of hobby? You're seeing how many Almas you can find along the beach?
I tell you, it took me hours to find that little place you work, you know, and then when I found that, they told me you'd be here. But actually, I'm looking for a friend of yours named Shelley.
You a PD?
No, nothing like that. I work for a private Sorry. I work for a private investigating agency, part-time, and I'm working my way through law school.
What kind of trouble is she in?
Well, none we know of. Our agency would just like to talk to her.
What if she doesn't want to talk to you?
I tell you what. Why don't you leave it up to Shelley? Give her this. Tell her that one phone call to us is worth $20. Now, that's for openers. Now, I'm sure that our client would come up with a nice big check for an interview, okay? Tell her that. You missed a spot right there.
Well, friend or foe, it's up for you to decide. But it's worth $20 and a lot more for an interview. So, whatever.
Hey, thanks, Alma.
Yeah, sure.
Hi.
Hi.
We have a mutual friend, Alma.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, a very recent friendship. She gave you our business card. I'm Barnaby Jones.
I was supposed to call you.
As a matter of fact, I saw Alma pass the card to you, and being a descendant of Sherlock Holmes, I naturally deduced a few deductions.
Alma said there'd be some money in talking to you.
Oh, I wouldn't quibble about the price if you can help us.
Non-quibblers are my kind of people. Come on in, Mr. Jones. Well, I never did get any merit badges for neatness.
Oh, no, it's cozy. Now, Shelley, I'll tell you what this is all about. Do you remember Harry Lassiter?
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know him by that name. Smith. At least you signed the motel register that way. No, wait a minute. No hassles here. All we're talking about is a divorce case.
Oh. So that's the scene, huh?
And all we want from you is an informal statement. Now, you were with this Smith at the Blue Surf Motel on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I guess you'd find out about it anyway.
Mm-hmm. And between the hours of 7 and, let's say, 9 o'clock or so, he was never out of your sight?
Look, we gotta get into details.
Nice work. Lovely, lovely. Oh, my point in question. Was he ever out of your sight between those hours?
Right. Hey, what's all this information worth?
It's priceless.
She was carrying your business card, Barnaby. The reason we called you down.
Maybe this is the Shelley that Lassiter says he was with. How did she die in?
We found a beach mat and a handbag up on the roof. She'd been sunbathing. And then she came down to her apartment for something. Or so it would appear.
You sound like you think otherwise.
This proves to be the girl Lassiter was with. Well, my patience with him has just about run out.
Ed, why would Lassiter pick this girl who would give the lie to his story? He'd pick a fictitious name and description and let it go at that.
Which he might be having second thoughts about. Well, we checked his whereabouts today. At home. No callers, no visitors, no proof he was there. It's par for Mr. Lassiter. And it's not cheap costume jewelry.
No, it surely isn't.
Then explain it in your own words.
I can't explain it. Whoever burglarized the house knew this girl, Shelley, and gave her the ring.
Mr. Lassiter, in view of no credible explanation by you of what is proving to be far too many coincidences, I'm placing you under arrest. John Cutton, you will be charged with suspected murder.
Jones, will you call my lawyer?
Yes, of course.
Harry? Barnaby?
Harry's just been arrested for the murder of Sandra.
I don't believe that.
There's a case against him?
Well, so far it's purely circumstantial, but if it ever comes to trial, I think that your testimony might help him.
My testimony?
Well, you were closest to the intruder. You struggled with him. Did you notice any smell of alcohol or liquor on him?
Mr. Jones, the only thing I remember from that night is a blur of confusion.
Well, you didn't mention it in your statement to the sheriff. However, the manager of the motel said that he noticed a strong smell of liquor. Well, I gotta get on with some things.
Do you need me, Barnaby?
I'm gonna see Jedediah and then talk to some people. I'll check you later.
You know, when I first came here, this home struck me as being close to perfect. A few miles from the beach, the mountains nearby, marvelous.
Sandra loved it, too. I'm not sure Harry did, though.
Oh, Harry was a fool. I mean, not to have considered he was making Sandra unhappy. He's a man who had everything and appreciated nothing.
And now with this arrest, which I hope and pray is a mistake, it would be night marriage if it isn't.
Betty, I've never been good talking around a subject. I'm dreading the day I have to leave here, and I'm sure you know why.
Everything has been pleasant up until...
I love you, Betty. I had to say it. Maybe they're considered cornball words today, but I had to let you know exactly how I feel.
They're not cornball words. It's just that... Wow, Mr. Nugent, you really move fast.
Am I the wrong man saying the words?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. It's just that... How do I say it? Say it. I'm fond of you, Paul. But can we just wait and see?
Okay. Let's see.
About 2 weeks. Shelley came from Santa Barbara about the first of the month and said something about trying to get a modeling gig.
That apartment you were living in was sort of, well, let's say she wasn't doing too well financially.
You can say that again. Hey, I don't know if it's karma or what, but some people just don't get the breaks. Last winter, her old man up and split with a beat-up old car that she'd saved all year to buy. Can you believe it?
When you gave her my card and asked her to call me, would you say that she needed money?
I can do more than say it. She borrowed money for her groceries that morning from me.
She was really down and out, huh?
Oh, and hurting. Mr. Jones, I got to put a couple hours in at the art gallery tonight. And I don't really think there's much more I can tell you about Shelley.
One last question, Elma. When you gave her my card, did you have the impression that she was going to call me?
For 20 bucks? That's a week's rent in that rat trap she was living in. Thanks for dinner.
makes sense, Jedediah. A girl has a valuable ring like that in her possession for several days and goes around borrowing money for food.
Well, if you're thinking somebody planted the ring in Shelley's apartment to frame Harry Lassiter, what about a motive?
Well, I've been talking with Sandra's attorney. Her estate's going to amount to over $4 million. Outside of a bequest of $50,000 to an uncle in Canada, Harry gets the whole thing. Unless, of course, somebody proves that he murdered her.
Right. His share would go back into the estate to be divided among Sandra's blood relatives.
I'm trying to get the attorney to tell me how many there are. Of course, one is the uncle in Canada. He can't be located. He's supposed to be on some kind of a business trip.
Wait a minute, you think that uncle might be in L.A.?
That's a possibility. And then there is the cousin, Paul Nugent. The way it looks to me, behind that boyish smile, you'll find one of the coolest gamblers this side of Las Vegas.
Wow. Now that would be heavy.
Would have been a matter of timing. Paul knocks things about to make it look like a struggle and shoots Sandra and himself.
What about fingerprints? Police didn't find any gloves.
Could have used anything, a sheet, a blanket to hold the gun.
All right, okay. So he goes up to Harry's cabin one day during the week when Harry isn't there, takes a pair of shoes, some reload ammunition.
One thing I can't explain, and that's the missing jewelry. Betty said that she saw Sandra take the ring off and put it in this box, which was right there. So we know it was in the room along with the other missing pieces.
Well, would he hide it somewhere in the room, knowing that police would be processing a room after a killing like that?
Well, one thing is sure, he wouldn't plan on taking it to the hospital with him.
Barnaby Jones' office? Yeah, he's right here. Hold on. Attorney for the Lassiter case.
Leonard, thank you for getting back to me so soon.
That's okay. According to a genealogical study Sandra's father commissioned when he was alive, Sandra's only blood relatives were limited to that uncle in Canada I told you about and Paul Nugent.
The only two people in Sandra's will were her husband and the uncle.
Yes, except for a token bequest to Paul Nugent. A few personal things. But since we've talked, Paul is suddenly very much in the picture inheritance-wise.
How's that?
Well, since Sandra's death, I've been trying unsuccessfully to contact that uncle at his farm in Winnipeg. About 15 minutes ago, I got word back that his body was found at the bottom of a well.
Is that so? The uncle's dead.
Anything else, Barnaby?
No, thank you, Leonard. We'll call you if we need you.
When? How'd it happen?
Let's find our Gentlemen, I have made a discovery. I enjoy being spoiled. Pressed duck at Monique's this evening, and tomorrow champagne brunch. What's the matter?
Outside of a few minor bequests, the only two people mentioned in Sandra's will were her husband, Harry, and an uncle in Canada.
Oh, yes, that would be her Uncle Reese. She was very fond of him.
Uncle Reese is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as I am to tell you that the only thing standing between Paul Nugent and some several $1 million is Harry Lassiter's conviction for murder.
I hope you're wrong.
Look, if Paul is behind all this, he certainly does not have a lock in Harry Lassiter being convicted. There's no direct evidence.
A fact that Paul must be well aware of. Now, if he is dealing out these cards, and I say if, he must have a joker palmed somewhere. So now, it's like waiting for the other shoe to fall.
Expecting rain?
I'm sorry, no, I just can't seem to get Sandra off my mind. And now Harry.
And I can tell you the trial won't be easy on any of us. Oh, Betty, I thought I could pull it off, but now I'm not sure. Not if the prosecution hammers away at that one point.
I don't understand, Paul.
It came up yesterday. Barnaby speaking about my testimony being in Harry's favor. You see, I never mentioned it before, that the burglar might have been drinking. I never mentioned it because I didn't think it was important. And now with Harry being involved.
The man had been drinking?
Yes. Oh, Betty, I'm afraid I won't make a good defense witness. I mean, the fact that I personally like Harry. I mean, you know that. And some of the things I'll be forced to admit if they ask me. I don't know.
Well, all you can do is tell the truth, Paul.
You know, Betty, there's one other thing. It's something I've been wrestling with since that night. Something that I haven't told anyone because it could almost be an accusation.
Against Harry?
At the time I was shot, I mean, everything was very painful for a moment, and I remember there was a ringing in my ears from the sound of the gun. And then my eyes were closed, and I heard a voice like a muttered curse, somebody saying, "Damn fool."
Are you saying the voice sounded like Harry's?
Oh, no, no, no. I couldn't swear it was Harry's voice. And at the same time, I couldn't swear it wasn't.
Well, Barnaby, Paul had only seconds to stash his jewelry before Betty and the others came running in.
If Sandra was back in the dressing area, he'd have had all the time he needed to hide the jewels.
Barnaby?
Yes, Betty.
The other shoe just dropped. Seems the man behind the ski mask not only had been drinking, he also muttered a few words.
Let me take a not-so-wild guess. He sounded like Harry?
If pressed, he feels he must admit such was the case. Barnaby, he seems to be in an expansive mood, very confident. Suppose I draw him out, get him to talk about the night Sandra was killed.
No. If we're right about Paul, he's not somebody to play games with. Why don't you draw out to lunch? Give us a couple more hours here.
Right.
That jewel case goes on the table.
Yeah. You know, Barnaby, Paul's been in the house alone. The jewels could be anywhere.
No, because when Paul shot himself, he had no idea how serious the wound would be. So he had arranged to leave the jewelry in some place for possibly several weeks. Where's the figurine?
I don't know. Where is it?
When you took the stuff off the table, wasn't there an oriental figurine with it?
No. No, there was just this and these two things.
On the night that Sandra was murdered, there was an oriental figurine in this room on that table.
I'm sure that it was in Betty's statement to Sheriff Coyle. I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, Coyle. You did see this dinner ring being placed in the jewelry box the night Mrs. Lassiter was killed. Betty, it was definitely there. I happened to be standing at the table admiring an oriental antique Mr. Nugent had given Sandra when she removed the ring from her finger and placed it into the box.
A gift from Paul to Sandra. Sort of a Trojan horse.
Look, if it's anything like those child-proof bottles, why don't you just break it open?
Ah, ye of little faith.
Jackpot.
We're so foolish when we're young. I mean, it passes by so quickly. And all the "I wish I had" has become almost like a theme song for failure. That old expression, take the bull by the horns, well, it's the way to go.
And you feel now that you've taking the bull by the horns?
And making decisions right for me, yes. When I was packing for my trip here, I told myself, there are no more tomorrows, only the todays. You've got to gamble. Gamble, life against life. What you are against what you could be.
Good grief, Paul, you make living sound grim.
My life is grim. Like poor Sandra. You're blow-drying your hair one minute, the next minute you're dead. Planes crash. Boat. Something wrong? Besides the old killjoy here?
No. No, I just have to get back.
Okay. Dinner tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got a ton of bookkeeping. I'm, you know, the IRS, always on our trail.
You're no good at playing poker, Betty. No good at being devious. I'm asking what you're thinking.
Okay, thank you. Barnaby, they left just a few minutes ago. The waitress thinks that they're headed down toward the marina.
Oh, you're hurting me.
I made a mistake, didn't I?
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
What was it, Betty? What was my mistake, Betty?
Talking about Sandra blow-drying her hair. How would you have known that unless you were in her bedroom while she was in her dressing room? You weren't in your room hearing a scuffle as you told the sheriff.
Such a small thing. Choice, Betty.
You're not going to be able to explain my body being found here.
They'll have to prove it wasn't an accident. I'll settle for that.
Oh, why? Why all the killings? It can't be for money. You're a successful businessman.
Successful? Hanging on by my fingertips year after year? Coming here as Sandra's house guest to sip at the good life for a week? Maybe 2? And then do you know what I go back to? A pretense that is slowly burying me. I know you don't understand. But I love you, Betty. No, it doesn't matter.
Nugent! Get back! Sheriff knows all about that hollow antique. You got no place to go. Come on, Nugent. You don't want to hurt anybody else.
You all right?
Robert Nugent? We learned that Paul Nugent flew into Winnipeg and rented a car. So much for how Sandra's uncle wound up in the well.
I wonder what he had in mind for me if I'd been found not guilty at a trial.
Maybe you'll sleep better never knowing.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Susan Day, Nancy Olson, Roger Perry, special guest star Pernell Roberts. Tonight's episode, Testament of Power.
I went too far.
This ought to do it. Wow. There we are. They'll never know this was touched.
Very efficient, Mr. Layton.
Thank you. It's a good thing you didn't hire one of those young punks. They need help to open a can of beer.
Oh, Porter, show the gentleman out.
Remember, Mr. Matthews, if you need me, I'll be around.
Matthews, did you have to hire an ex-convict?
Well, it was the best I could do on such short notice. Sorry he didn't have a college degree. It's not here.
Well, it has to be. Well, try another file.
After 20 years, don't you think I know where Bradley kept his personal papers? Corporate reports, debt on mergers, land acquisitions, tax statements. It's a waste of time.
The will must be there. Now, I did what you told me to. Bradley sent the will over yesterday, and I destroyed it. Now, what happens if the original turns up?
You know, for an expensive lawyer, you panic too easily. There's only one person who knows where the original will is.
Who's that?
Margaret Jason. Well, it's good to see you again after all these years, Margaret. You remember Glenn Ryan, Mr. Bradley's lawyer? Hello.
Mr. Matthews, you said Mr. Bradley wanted to see me. It was important. Now, where is he?
Well, there's something else we'd like to discuss with you first, Margaret. Richard Cohen Bradley's will.
Why ask me about that? That's something you should discuss with Mr. Bradley. Is something the matter? I know he's been ill.
Rising a few degrees tomorrow with light smog in the basin. Recapping the hour's top story. Richard Corwin Bradley, one of America's richest men, died tonight at the age of 52 aboard his private plane en route to London for medical treatment. Bradley, whose personal fortune has been estimated at $500 million, had no close relatives, and there's considerable speculation as to who will inherit.
He was still so young. Such a wonderful man.
Yes. I'm sure you had every reason to think so.
According to the report from our security men, you saw a great deal of Mr. Bradley these past weeks.
Yes, he knew he was ill. He just wanted to talk to an old friend.
Very touching. How do you account for the time that he spent at your secretarial agency Friday night?
I don't see that's any of your business. We spent a few minutes at my office at the most.
The report says 2 hours. Just enough time to type up a new will, wouldn't you say?
I don't know anything about a will. Mr. Matthews, you got me here to see Richard Bradley. Now, if you'll have your man take me back to my...
Margaret, you are not going anywhere until we see that will.
You can't hold me here.
See that she doesn't leave the grounds. Well?
She's dead. How could you let this happen? Well, it was an accident.
It was nobody's fault. She behaved very foolishly. Porter! Make sure the accident didn't happen here.
Barnaby, you know, I checked the police report on Mrs. Jason, and it said that she committed suicide by jumping out of her office window. As simple as that. What's there to investigate?
Well, Betty says that Linda, her daughter, is pretty upset, and the least I can do is talk to her.
But what about the Grand Prix qualifying trials in Ontario? We'll never make it.
The drivers will just have to make it on their own.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. Come on in.
Linda's out back.
She's calmed down a bit. At least I hope so.
What is so important about Margaret Jason?
Well, Mrs. Jason used to supply temporary office help for Barnaby when I was on vacation.
Yeah, but if she's just an acquaintance, why are we going through all the trouble of...
Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Jones.
This is my associate, Jedediah Romano Jones.
Hi. Just call me J.R.
How do you do? Well, would you like to sit down?
Thank you.
I hate to bother you, Mr. Jones, but the police just won't listen to me. They think that I'm some kind of a silly, hysterical kid.
Police are usually very sensible about things like that.
On Sunday night, when I went over to my girlfriend's house to study, my mother was relaxing in the living room. She was wearing a robe. She didn't just go get dressed up and then walk over to the office building 2 hours later and kill herself for no reason.
Honey, sometimes there are reasons we just can't see.
If I could just find that man that she was seeing, he might know something.
What man, Linda?
About 3 weeks ago, my mother began receiving phone calls from a man. And when I answered the phone, he would not give me his name. And then no matter what time it was, she would just go rushing out to see him.
Maybe she found somebody she liked.
She was never serious about any other man. My father died about the same time that I was born. He was the only man that she ever talked about.
Did you ever ask your mother any questions about this man that kept calling up?
Yes. But every time I brought it up, she either got nervous or she changed the subject.
Did you ever get a look at him?
No, but I tried. Last Friday, he drove up in the same black limousine, but he just sat in the back. He wouldn't get out. It was almost as if he was afraid to be seen. Well, that man could have killed my mother.
Linda, isn't it possible that your mother could have fallen in love with a married man? Then maybe he tried to break it off. She became despondent.
You knew my mother, Mr. Jones. She wouldn't kill herself. Oh, please, you just gotta help me.
All right, Linda, but in the meantime, I don't want to hear about you just sitting around moping. You know, this garden could stand a lot of work. Those glads over there are positively rickety.
I know. I promised my mother that I would replant them. I haven't gotten around to it.
I've always found a great deal of therapeutic value in puttering around the garden. Start puttering.
Thank you, Betty.
Don't worry, darling. We'll be in touch.
Day and night.
Mr. Ryan, when the Bradley will was probated this morning, the estate was merely listed as in excess of $1 million. Now, I wonder if you and Mr. Matthews, as executors, can give us an exact figure. Isn't it closer to $500 million?
The law does not require a specific amount.
Well, that will was written in 1958, sir. That's a long time ago. His fortune must have multiplied at least 10 times since then. Didn't he make any later provision?
There is no other will that we know about. Now, if you'll just clear the gates...
Gentlemen, the bulk of the Bradley estate will go to charity. Since he was confident we would carry out his last wishes, there was no need for a later will.
Well, didn't the judge raise that same point in court?
And he accepted the same explanation, with better grace, I might add. I hope that answers most of your questions. If you get out of the way, please. All right, let's go.
Move on out. I don't think there's a question. No, that'll be all, gentlemen. Thank you.
For a moment there, I thought that you were going to lose your temper with the reporters.
Did you like those questions?
I've learned how to handle the press. You just convince them that you're telling them a lot, and you say nothing.
Well, I wish I could take this as calmly as you are. I was the one who destroyed the copy of the will, remember?
Well, not out of any favor to me. According to the old will, we are co-executors, and with the right bookkeeping, we should do very, very well.
Not if the original turns up.
Well, Margaret Jason typed the will last Friday, which means that she didn't have a chance to get to a bank or a safe deposit vault before her unfortunate suicide Sunday night.
Well, then where is it?
Well, give me a little time. I'll find it.
Miss Jason, sorry about the delay in returning your mother's belongings. Police procedure takes time.
I understand. I can't. Mr. Jones, I don't care what you want with them. I just can't.
I'll look after her.
That girl's having a rough time, Barnaby. Why don't you tell her the truth?
I will, as soon as I find out what it is. Wonder if I could take this stuff with me and run it through my lab.
What do you think you're going to find our lab didn't?
Well, I want to take a look at this mud. She only had to walk a couple of blocks through Beverly Hills to get to her office. I wonder where she got all that mud.
No, could be 100 reasons. She might have picked it up gardening.
Pretty fancy shoe for gardening.
All right, so she walked across a lawn that had just been watered, and maybe she picked that mud up on the street.
Maybe. If I find anything, I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry I made such a scene. When I saw her clothes, I just couldn't help it.
Don't be silly. That would be rough on anybody. Come on.
JR, you're so sweet. Giving up your time like this.
Well, it's part of the job.
What I meant was thank you.
You're in a fine security force, Porter. They're wonderfully inefficient.
The men didn't have time to find the will. They covered the front rooms all right, but then the Jason girl came home with that young detective. Why don't we wait a few days, then I'll send the men over there again to finish the job.
No, I have another way of handling it. In the meantime, have someone keep an eye on the house. Yes? Yes, of course, I remember you. Uh-huh. Oh, well, now, 10,000 is a lot of money.
Well, it seems reasonable for me not to speak to the authorities. I mean, somebody else would hold you up.
Oh, now you have nothing to tell the authorities, Mr. Layton.
I think they'd be real interested. Richard Corwin Bradley's right-hand men and his attorney hire a safecracker to open the Bradley vault before the body's even cold? Couldn't wait a couple extra days to open it legally.
Well, now, there were business reasons for that.
Oh, sure. That's why you hired me, an ex-con.
You think anybody would believe you?
You want to bet they give me immunity? Look, Mr. Matthews, you're wasting my time. Unless you want me to shoot my face off, huh?
All right. Where do you want me to take the money?
Well, just to make sure there's no setup, I'll call Mr. Ryan on the phone and tell him where to bring the money, all right?
All right. I'll contact Mr. Ryan.
Are you crazy? Paying blackmail to an ex-convict? You know he's not going to stop at 10,000.
We have no other choice, unless you prefer prison.
Well, I'm not an errand boy. You deliver the money.
Oh, no. He asked for you. You heard him.
Look, Matthews, it wasn't my idea to open the vault and destroy the copy of the will. And if I have to, I'll say so in court.
Nobody sold you anything. You saw the will. Bradley cut us both off without a cent. He didn't even trust us to be executors.
I'll take my chances.
And in case you forgot, you also helped cover the death of Margaret Jason. Now, let's go get our friend some money,
You know, when an ex-convict starts calling the tune, I think it's time we take a look at things. No matter what.
Mr. Ryan is going to deliver some money to Harry Layton. Take care of Layton, and, see that Mr. Ryan is taken care of, too.
Take a look at this.
I found it in the hem of Mrs. Jason's dress.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I don't think many people have. Hold it.
Think it's in there?
How do I know? Give me a little time. You sound like a client.
I'm sorry.
Could be it. I don't think I can pronounce that name.
Stymophilon affine? A vine grown in the jungles of Brazil and the West Indies. Banned for importation into the United States.
But I don't know how Margaret Jason could have caught a petal from a flower like this in her dress walking down the street in Beverly Hills unless she went by way of Brazil.
Barnaby, how about this? Suppose she died someplace else, and then was taken to her office building and made to look as if she had jumped there.
Betty, you're developing a very fine, suspicious mind.
Thanks to you.
You know, we don't know much about Margaret Jason.
Except that she was a nice woman, reliable.
I want you to go down to the courthouse or the Hall of Records, any place you have to go and find out everything you can about her.
All right.
Any calls for me while I was out?
Nothing, Miss Thompson.
What is Mr. Jones doing in there?
Oh, he said he was working for Linda Jason and that he had to go through the books. Well, I thought it would be all right.
Here. Mr. Jones, may I help you?
Miss Thelma, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but there are certain things that I had to find out about Mrs. Jason since Linda asked me to look into her mother's death.
Poor Margaret. I suppose I was her very best friend. But I don't understand what that has to do with the agency's books.
And I don't understand how she could maintain such a big house in Beverly Hills with such a small agency.
Well, things are a bit slow right now, but we do very well, and we have a very fine reputation.
There's a check here. Charade Corporation for $3,000 signed by Glendon P. Ryan.
Oh, yes. I haven't had a chance to deposit these checks since Margaret's death.
If I remember correctly, he is one of the executors of the Bradley estate along with a fellow named Matthews.
He had a lot of other clients as well, big Hollywood stars. But I don't understand what you're getting at.
These ledgers, which go back 5 years, indicate that these checks for $3,000 came in regularly every month. Were they all signed by Mr. Ryan?
Oh, yes. He had a great deal of confidence in Margaret.
I should think so. It's a lot of money for secretarial work, part-time.
Well, I always thought that they had some special arrangement.
Did Margaret have a personal relationship with Mr. Ryan?
Mr. Jones, I know what you're thinking, but I absolutely refuse to believe it. Margaret Jason was a wonderful woman. Her personal life was absolutely impeccable. If you want to start some horrible rumor,
Thelma, I'm not trying to hurt Margaret. I'm trying to help her daughter.
Mr. Ryan?
It's the last payment.
Sure. Wait a minute, let me check this out.
It's the whole 10,000. I don't want to waste my time with you.
Fingerprint ballistics report on that as soon as possible.
Well, Barnaby, you want to tell me what you're doing here?
I've been trying to get a word with Glenn Ryan. Last time I called the secretary, she said she had just heard about this.
What's your interest in Ryan? I thought you were working on the Jason suicide case.
I am, but I got a couple of questions I want to ask Ryan.
Too bad a mugging got in your way.
Mugging?
For the moment, that's what I'm calling it. See, Layton had a record a mile long. Now, he could have lured Ryan up here, tried to rob him. They struggled for the gun. Layton got shot, but he managed to kill Ryan, then he collapsed.
Yeah, that's one theory, but what do you really think?
Well, Layton served time, all right, but it was for safe cracking, not armed robbery.
But why pick on Ryan? He's a prominent attorney, he managed the Bradley estate. Layton must have told him a pretty good story to get him up here to be mugged.
There's got to be some connection between them. You got any ideas?
No, but when I do, I'll communicate with you. I got your message from the exchange. Why did I have to drive all the way out here?
I have someone I want you to meet. I just came from the Hall of Records. Margaret Jason was not married when she gave birth to Linda.
Oh?
She had been divorced from Ted Jason 2 years.
Well, maybe they reconcile after the divorce. Some couples do that, you know, without getting remarried.
Well, I thought of that, so I checked with the Air Force. Ted Jason's co-pilot runs an air charter service here.
Well, listen, there's several things I'd like to show you. This little number here, this twin-engine push-pull, it's a real beauty. Handles easier than a compact car.
Well, Mr. Hutchins.
Cap. That's what everybody calls me.
Well, Cap, we don't have to be in the market for buying a new plane today, but my secretary tells me that you used to know Ted Jason.
Ted? Oh, I sure did. We flew over 20 missions together in Korea. We were together at Kelly Field when he crashed. Never were two guys any closer.
Do you happen to recall whether he started seeing his wife again after the divorce?
Margaret? Never mentioned her name. No, I'm wrong. I think he did once. He said how lucky he was he got off without paying any alimony. Margaret got this good-paying job. She was working as a secretary to that big millionaire, the one who just died. What was his name? Richard Corwin Bradley.
That was about 20 years ago.
And he never returned to Los Angeles.
What for? He was going with another girl. They were going to get married. Then he died in a crash.
Thank you very much. You've been a big help.
Say, I don't only just sell planes. If you'd be interested in flying lessons sometime.
Ever get the bug, I'll be back to see you.
He was talking to me.
Oh. This is ridiculous. I don't know anything about gardening.
You can learn. Please. I promised my mother I'd replant glads.
Look, in the neighborhood in Chicago where I come from, flowers just don't grow. Something you see in store windows, you know.
JR, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
Linda!
Thelma.
I'm so glad you're home. I've been sitting at my office worrying about you.
Thelma, you're such a dear.
You're so pale and so drawn. I should have been checking up on you long ago. Oh, I didn't realize you had company.
Yeah. Come on. Thelma Thompson, this is J.R. Jones.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Thelma was my mother's closest friend. She practically ran the secretarial service. And as far as I'm concerned, you can keep on running it for as long as you want.
Oh, thank you, dear. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to barge in on anything.
Don't be silly. J.R. is a relative of Mr. Jones. He's also his associate. I've asked them to investigate Mom's death.
Oh, so I understand. Mr. Jones was in the office this afternoon, poking around things. Linda, are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Positive. There have been a lot of strange things going on. Earlier today, 2 men broke into the house. Well, they were searching for something when J.R. and I surprised them.
Oh, no! But you can't possibly stay here while things like that are going on. Why don't you come to my house? Stay with me a few days.
I really couldn't do that.
It's okay. I'll keep an eye on it.
But what about at night? I mean, you shouldn't be alone. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, putting my foot in it.
It's okay. I was going to stay on the couch anyway.
Well, I was just thinking about appearances. Linda, look, I've offered to do what I can, but if you would prefer...
Maybe Thelma's right. You've done more than enough already.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
Look, why don't I toss a few things in a bag and come right back here? That way you wouldn't have to close up anything. It would be no trouble.
Well, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother.
I'll be back in no time.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's not that I don't trust you, J.R.
I know. You just don't trust yourself with me around.
Oh, sure, because you're just so irresistible. No, I'm ticklish. Come on. Help me fix up the guest room. For Thelma.
And nothing's too good for good old Thelma.
I can talk to Mr. Matthews.
Mr. Matthews, not seeing anyone.
Tell him I'm the detective on the Margaret Jason case. I think it'd be better if I talk to him than to the newspapers.
Wait right here.
I don't know what to tell you. Mrs. Jason was his personal secretary, but it was so long ago, we lost track of her.
Margaret Jason was receiving these checks for $3,000 a month until the day she died.
It's not possible.
They were all drawn on the Ken Ray Corporation. According to the Commissioner of Corporations, that's a wholly owned Bradley company.
Well, those checks never came to my attention.
They were all signed by the attorney for the corporation, Glenn Ryan. Unfortunately, I was unable to speak with Mr. Ryan.
Yes, poor Glenn. It doesn't seem possible. I never knew much about Glenn Ryan's personal life, so I suppose it's possible that he had been having an affair with Mrs. Jason and using corporate funds to pay her off.
According to the bank records, went on over 19 years. Now, Mr. Bradley was one of the world's shrewdest businessmen. You suppose this fact could have escaped him?
Well, now, Mr. Bradley had many interests.
Isn't it possible these payments were made for Mr. Bradley himself?
That's ridiculous. What for?
Well, maybe he was having an affair with Margaret Jason.
Richard Corwin Bradley did not have casual affairs with secretaries.
I didn't say casual. 19 years, that comes to a lot of money.
Mr. Jones, if Glenn Ryan was dishonest, that's unfortunate. I have nothing more to tell you.
Thank you. I'll find my way out over the drawbridge.
Shall I do something about him?
Oh, he's just guessing.
Sir, I don't think he's just... Mr. Matthews. What's he doing?
I don't know.
I don't like it. He's working for the Jason girl. Suppose he finds the will.
Well, if he does, it'll be his last act on this earth.
Mr. Jones, are you saying that my mother had a secret lover?
All I said was, after the divorce, it's possible that your mother may have fallen in love with another man.
All those years she was lying to me?
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Linda, your mother took a job as a private secretary with Richard Bradley. A year later, she quit. According to the hospital record, she was pregnant. Ever since then, the company has been paying all her expenses.
Mr. Jones, are you positive?
The company checks have been coming in as recently as last week.
Do you think the man that was seeing my mother was Richard Bradley?
He was a very sick man. He could have turned to someone he trusted.
Why would he wait 18 years?
Because it's a lie. How can you tell her things like that?
Miss Thompson, somebody broke into this house because they were afraid that she could prove a claim to the Bradley estate. That's the only possible reason.
I worked with Margaret for over 10 years. We had no secrets. And I never once heard her mention the name of Richard Bradley. Linda's had enough trouble. Can't you let her keep some decent memories of her mother?
Mr. Jones, I think it'd be better if you would leave.
Linda, you hired us to help you.
JR, please.
Very well.
Linda, your mother was a wonderful human being. You mustn't listen to stories like that.
But why would Mr. Jones want to lie to me?
I don't know. Maybe he's after some quick money in some nuisance suit against the Bradley estate. All I know is that I can't bear to hear those terrible things said about your mother.
Oh, Ella, please don't get upset.
I can't help it. I'd better go and make some dinner. Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry you had to listen to all that.
Yes.
Everything's working out just fine, Mr. Matthews.
Is the detective gone?
Yes. Now I'll have plenty of time to look for the will.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
I wish I could find someone like that.
Friday night, I'm so excited. Look at
Is,
it.
Miss Thompson in?
No, we haven't seen her all day today.
Well, we have to check something in Mrs. Jason's office.
Please, Mr. Jones, I got into such trouble last time.
Oh, it's okay. Barnaby squared everything away with Miss Thompson.
Okay.
Check the tape recorder.
Barnaby, you really think we're going to find a will here?
Margaret was up here typing for 2 hours. If that was Bradley with her, I doubt if he was dictating personal correspondence.
Tape recorder's no good. There's no cassette. Let me check the file.
This thing is too worn to read.
Well, there's nothing in here but some bills, payroll records, and correspondence.
Hey, listen to this. This document supersedes all previous wills. Down here, I leave to my dear friend Margaret Jason and my hitherto unacknowledged daughter.
Linda's Bradley's daughter.
This is a proof. We gotta get that will. Call Linda.
Right. It's busy.
I searched all the rear rooms. There's no trace of the will.
Well, you'll have to go through the house again. I know it has to be there. Is the girl around?
Well, I might have a little time. She's working in the garden.
Mr. Jones was right. I found this when I was replaying the Glads.
Well, what is it?
Richard Bradley's will. I'll just read you the important part. I, Richard Corwin Bradley, leave to my dear friend Margaret Jason and to my hitherto unacknowledged daughter Linda the bulk of my entire fortune apart from charitable I just can't believe this. My mother never said anything.
She never said anything to me, and we couldn't have been closer. Oh, Linda. I'm so happy for you.
It's crazy. Well, I better phone Mr. Jones and JR right away.
Oh, Linda, don't track that garden dirt all over the house. Go ahead and change. I'll call Mr. Jones.
I really am a mess. Well, tell him to hurry.
Mr. Matthews, the girl has found the will. It was buried in the garden.
I don't get it. First, the line's busy, then there's nobody home, now it's busy again.
Let's get over there.
Where's the girl?
She's in the bedroom.
Thelma, is that Mr. Jones?
Get the door.
Oh, I thought that it was...
Miss Jason, would you give me the will, please?
Thelma, what is this?
Give Mr. Matthews the will.
Miss Jason, we don't want to hurt you.
You were my mother's friend.
I'm sorry, but it won't be convenient for you to be around.
No! Oh, no, sir! No! No!
Left a message with the exchange where there's nobody home? It's the same white van.
We are being followed.
Lose them.
Come on.
Get her out.
It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore. It's all over. Come on.
Mr. Jones, he has the will.
think I better file this.
Linda, it is absolutely beautiful.
If only my mother...
Hey, you sure you're not gonna get lost in all these rooms now, huh?
It is awfully big, isn't it? And it's so formal inside.
Well, just keep in mind that in case you want to make any changes, you'll be able to.
Looks like you have company.
I'm sorry. I wanted to spend the afternoon with you, but the lawyers are here to discuss the probate.
Well, we'll do it another time.
Is that a promise?
Sure.
Okay. Gentlemen, madam, I'm so glad that you could come. I'm Linda Jason Bradley.
Looks like she was born to it.
Isn't that what we just finished proving?
What's the matter, J.R.? Is she suddenly too rich for your blood?
Yep. Unless, of course, Barnaby could give me a raise. What do you say, boss, huh?
Listen, Jedediah, I just don't get too rich for my blood.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather. Mark Shera. With guest stars David Huddleston, Wayne Maunder, special guest star Trish Stewart. Tonight's episode, Copycat Killing.
Kitty, you got me in trouble, you know that?
What'd you say?
Come out here a minute, will you? Look what you're doing to me with your good cooking.
Don't you fight it, Big Bear. It looks good on you.
You're so sweet. You're so soft, and you're so beautiful.
Come on, Coach. You've got a game, and I've got shopping to do.
All right, buy yourself some pretty things. Have a good time.
I love you. Rolly, listen, you know what the traffic's like down in L.A., so if I'm late, there are a lot of cold cuts in the fridge, okay?
Don't worry. You know me, I'll be filled up with hot dogs and soda pop by the time the game's over anyway.
Well, no, honey, I can dig it. But I still want to know how you got hold of my number. Oh. Now, that ain't being a gentleman, is it? I'm going through a lady's purse when she ain't looking. Listen, you crazy Indian, you shouldn't be calling me here at all. You could have gotten me into a lot of trouble, you know. Today. Now? Oh, Vance, I can't. I have plans. You really know how to get to a lady, don't you? Ooh, you stinker, you. Sure, it's a lot better than a motel room. Where do you have it parked? Yeah, I know the spot. near where the old Woodstock Road ends. Ciao.
Nice spot, isn't it? Probably good for trout. Might be good for bluegill, too. Maybe big mouth bass.
Hey, look, man. I'm staking this spot out for a girl that'll be here in about a couple of minutes. So if you're gonna do any fishing, how about trying someplace else, okay?
Fishing? No. No fishing. I coach a little kid's baseball team on Saturday morning.
So aren't you gonna be late for the game?
Are you in love with her?
Who?
Oh, this girl you're meeting.
Love? That's one four-letter word, man, I never use. What's it to you, anyway?
Is she in love with you?
Take off, man. Go mind your own business.
This is my business. She's my wife.
What are you trying to pull?
I have to know.
Stay back, man.
Is Kitty in love with you?
Kitty? Her name's Alita. Yeah, man, we're talking about two different gals.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you, her name isn't Kitty, it's Alita. She wouldn't be married to a nice guy like you. She's a real swinger, you know what I mean?
Calling her a tramp?
Hey, wait a minute, man, I didn't say that.
Hey, wait down, man. Take a beautiful thing like her. You take advantage of her. And you use her. Kitty's not a tramp.
My brother Vince and I, we were always outsiders. Because our mother was Cheyenne. A full-blooded Cheyenne. And I'm proud of it.
Well, that's something to be proud of. One of the first families of America.
But whoever murdered Vince didn't think so.
That's one of the things that puzzled me. The things that you told me on the phone didn't seem to reconcile with what they printed in the local paper.
Got it all wrapped up very neatly, haven't they?
Alleged psychopathic killer, Arnold Nesson, accused of 5 ritual murders. His last victim, Vince Stahl.
I guess he killed those other people, but he didn't kill Vince.
Why are you so positive?
Because Arnold Nesson and my brother were kids in school together. They were best friends. And until I moved to Los Angeles a few years ago, he was like a second brother to me.
A few years, things happen, people change.
Mr. Jones, I loved my brother very much. He did have his faults, but he was proud, arrogant, thought he was God's gift to women. He made a lot of enemies that way.
Anyone in particular?
I don't know. Vince seemed to have a knack of getting people down on him. Even the fellows out at the construction site.
Where is that?
Over in San Leon, they're building a new shopping center. Please, Mr. Jones. Somebody killed my brother and made it look like another hangman murder. I know, I'm not just imagining it.
Well, Lucy, I told you on the phone I would try to help you, and I will.
Sheriff, got a visitor. Barnaby, you old son of a gun.
How you been, Rolly?
Fine, just fine. Don't tell me. The fish are biting up in the high Sierras, right?
Well, it's not the High Sierra. It's right here in Culverton, Rolly, that hangman business.
Oh. Well, that's murky waters, Barnaby. I don't think the boy will ever be brought to trial. He's a Bible student. Mild as a mouse when you meet him, but then he decides he's God's avenger and kills 5 people.
You sure, Rolly? 5, not 4?
Now, I see what got you into this. Lucy Stahl, right? She's been on my back ever since the arrest.
She has this idea she's not getting a fair shake.
Just another dead engine, right? Lumps her brother in with all the rest. Sure she'd feel that way.
Mr. Jones, the only reason the sheriff didn't tell Lucy everything...
Campbell, I'll take care of this, all right? Barnaby, do you know what this maniac does to his victims?
Yes, he arranges the bodies in a kneeling position with the hands clasped as though in prayer.
Then he puts a hangman's noose around their necks. He became the Almighty's appointed executioner. There are certain details that haven't been reported because I haven't released them. Like, for instance, how he cut a cross on their foreheads. Do you think I should have told the girl that? You think I should let her see the medical examiner's report, let her see the photographs? This is how your brother looked, honey, right after the hangman got through with him.
I understand, but you don't mind if I take a look at the records of all 5 cases?
Of course not. Campbell, give Mr. Jones a copy of anything he wants on the Nesson case.
Yes, sir.
Where are you keeping the suspect?
He's in the hospital now. He was wounded resisting arrest. Barnaby, there's somebody I want you to meet.
Sure.
How about those copies?
Hi, Big Bear.
Barnaby, got a surprise for you. This is Mrs. Roland G. Braden.
Well, now, when did this happen?
About 18 months ago. Kitty came through with one of those traveling musical shows. I made sure she never left. This is one of my dear friends from L.A., Barnaby Jones, my wife, Catherine.
Well, it's a pleasure, Mr. Jones.
Mrs. Braden, pleasure is all mine.
Honey, I have to go to the bank. You need any cash?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay. It was nice meeting you, Mr. Jones. I'll see you later.
Now, there is a lovely lady.
Best thing that ever happened to me.
Thank you. Mr. Nissen, may I speak to you? I'm not a policeman or a doctor. I'm trying to help someone that I think you know. Lucy Stahl. Her brother went to school with you. Vince Stahl.
Vince? We were friends. I remember.
That's right, you were friends.
Let the wicked perish at the presence of God.
Is that why you killed Vince, because he was wicked?
I don't know why. But they say I killed him.
They say. Don't you remember?
Yes, yes. I killed him. I remember I killed him. I killed them all.
5, Nesson, or just 4?
I am the instrument of the Lord. The chosen one shall destroy those men which have not the mark of God in their forehead.
Alita? Hey. You sure look different with your hair changed around like that.
Billy, I can't talk to you here. Would you just please go away?
Hey, come on. What is this? I've been looking out every night for you at the Roadhouse, hoping that we could...
Billy, please. Just leave me alone now, and I'll explain to you later, okay?
Is it because of what happened to Vince? Huh? Look, we were pals, you know that. But he's gone. We're still here. You always turn me on, Alita. You know that. How about it? Let's get together, huh?
Okay, I'll come over to the Roadhouse, I promise.
How about tomorrow? I get off around noon.
Tomorrow. Now, will you go, please?
Yeah, ma'am.
According to the psychiatrist's report, at the moment of each attack, Nesson imagined he was executing his own father. Seems he held his old man responsible for his mother's early death. I told you it'd be a waste of time.
No, I wouldn't say that. I was surprised to see that he was so small. I bet he doesn't weigh over 130 pounds.
Vince Stahl, 6 feet, weighs 170. I wondered about that, too. I figured that Nesson probably took Stahl by surprise, maybe from behind.
Well, they do say madness gives a man superhuman strength.
Yeah. Well, here are these copies for your files.
Gamble! Yes, sir. The Nesson file.
Rolly, are you absolutely certain in your mind that somebody else didn't kill Stahl using the hangman's MO?
Barnaby, you've seen the files. You know there are certain details that I didn't release. And there's no one that could know those details except the real hangman or us.
But there are certain inconsistencies in the files. For instance, the rope. Now, in the first 4 murders, the rope used was a fine white nylon.
In Vince Stahl's case, it was hemp, old and worn.
Maybe he just ran out of the nylon.
Campbell, ain't you supposed to be relieving Gorman on that McCauley Ranch stakeout?
Yes, sir, but not for a half an hour yet.
Well, since you're so all-fired anxious to help, why don't you go now?
Yeah, yes, sir. On my way.
Then there was the murder weapon. In all 4 of the murders, the weapon was either a blunt instrument or a knife.
Vince Stahl was the only one that was manually strangled.
He was the youngest and the strongest. All the rest were in their 50s, about the same age as Nesson's father.
Don't you think I've looked into all these points? Don't you think I've checked them out?
I know you have. I'm just airing out my mind, Rolling. And the more I do, the more it seems like a copycat killing.
Yeah. Listen, I got work to do. Listen, we can talk about it more later at my house, maybe at supper, both of you. Kitty's a great cook.
Sure, that sounds like a fine idea. We'll call you when we get back from San Leon.
San Leon? What are you going way out there for?
Where Vince worked. I promised his sister I'd check this out all the way. Mr. Cranston?
Yeah. What are you selling?
Your foreman says that you knew Vince Stahl about as well as anybody on the job.
We kicked around some. You cops or something?
Private, we're just looking into his death.
What's the look? They got the guy, right? The hangman?
Yeah, well, we're looking into other possibilities.
I understand that Vince was hard to get along with, had a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah. Don't know why. With his looks, he had it made.
Oh, ladies' man, huh?
Yeah. Anybody's lady.
Your lady, maybe? Is that why you and Vince had a fight at that roadhouse near here the night before he died?
Who told you? Oh, the foreman, right? Mr. Big Mouth.
According to the coroner, Vince died about 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah? So what?
Well, we were just wondering how long your little go-round with Stahl lasted.
Not until 10 o'clock the next morning. If that's what you're aiming at. Okay?
Oh, here he is now, ma'am. For you, Sheriff, the missus.
Oh, good. Thanks a minute. Hi, hon.
Rolly, listen, there's a sale at Trent's. You know that new store over in Patterson Springs?
Going shopping again?
Again? Well, my tire was flat the last time, and so I couldn't go. I told you about it, remember?
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean for you not to go. And listen, if you're going to be late, there's some cold cuts left from the other night.
Well, I didn't say I was going to be late. But in case I am, I'll give you a call.
Drive careful, all right?
Okay. I'll see you later.
Did you call the police?
¿Para qué, amigo? I do that every time there is a little fist fight around here. I double my telephone bill.
Well, we're told that Vince and Billy Cranston did quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, but they paid for that. Besides, I needed a few new chairs, and the mirror was cracked anyway.
Do you know the lady they fought over?
Lady? They don't come in this place, my friend.
Mr. DeSantis, we are not the law. So anything you tell us, as far as it goes. But I would like a little cooperation.
Okay. This blonde chica that Vince was seeing, Billy got real mad. Said he saw her first. So Vince worked him up a little bit.
This blonde chica, do you know her name?
Alida.
Alida what?
Hey, don't ask me any last names, man.
Okay, this Alida, what did she look like?
Like a dream. Like a beautiful dream.
Mr. Jones, the sheriff's not in. Something I can do for you?
Well, as a matter of fact, maybe you can. Do you have any information on a young fellow named Cranston, Billy Cranston, working on some shopping center project over at San Leon?
San Leon. That's over 10 miles outside of our jurisdiction. Oh, this may be of interest to you. From the L.A. coroner's office.
When did it arrive?
Yesterday. I guess the sheriff forgot to mention. Our medical examiner wanted another opinion on the wound found in Vince Stahl's forehead.
What wound? I thought he was strangled.
As part of the ritual, the hangman cut the figure of a cross in the foreheads of all his victims. Lacerations on Vince Stahl's forehead, much wider from those found on the previous 4 victims.
What does that add up to?
Well, it seems to indicate that the instrument used on Vince didn't have the clean cutting edge of a knife, same as that used on the other victims.
It could have been etched with a hammer and chisel for all that matters. Nesson did it, you bet.
I wish I were as sure as that.
But it's the hangman's M.O. It all adds up. I mean, the cross in the forehead and the noose around the neck, Vincent's body kneeling, and the pile of stuff in front of him.
What pile of stuff?
Oh, you know, his wallet and keys and money and jewelry, all his personal effects.
What do you mean, like an offering?
Yeah, whatever. You read it all in the case files. The details being withheld from the public.
I don't remember reading anything about personal effects.
I guess the sheriff's still sitting on that one. Nope. Nothing on any Billy Cranston.
Well, how about a call to the sheriff in San Leon? Maybe he's got something on Cranston.
Yeah, could be. But I'll need Sheriff Braden's permission.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I can't take the chance of us being seen together.
Why? Who are you afraid of?
It's none of your business. I just can't be seen with you, that's all.
Okay. So let's go someplace.
Where?
Cedarland Motel, over by Riverview. I already got us a room. Okay.
Okay. I have a call to make first, though. You go ahead and I'll meet you.
Yeah.
Hi, Gus. It's Mrs. Braden. Is Rolly there? Oh, well, would you tell him I called to say that I'd be late, please? Thank you.
Barnaby. Rolly.
First of all, I want to apologize for bothering you at home, but you could help me with something.
The Cranston kid. Deputy called me on it. I told him to go ahead and call San Leone and see if he had anything on him. You're still looking for a candidate for that copycat killing theory of yours, aren't you? Have a seat. How about a drink?
No, thank you. You know, the thought keeps reoccurring to me that there is a possibility that somebody tried to match up the Stahl killing with the hangman's M.O.
Oh, Billy Cranston?
He knew Stahl's habits and movements. He was strong enough. Might have even had a motive. I understand they had a fight over some girl, a girl named Alida. That name mean anything to you?
Nope. It's Kitty.
That scene of the crime evidence that's being withheld, how many people in your department know all the details?
Oh, besides myself, there's a medical examiner, 2 deputies, Bert Campbell and Gus. Why?
Well, if a case were made against Cranston, I can't figure out how he would have gotten all this information, which you withheld some of it from me.
Now, you know how it is, Barnaby. You gotta hold something back, else the defense might claim that the evidence has been tainted by showing it to too many outsiders.
Rolly!
Oh, hi, hon.
Oh.
I got it.
What a sale I found.
Mrs. Bradley, may I help you?
Mr. Jones, no, I'm going to take these upstairs. Would you excuse me, please?
Well, here's more bargains I can't afford.
I bet husbands have been using that line since the ancient Greeks.
Excuse me. Braden. How'd it happen? About that Cranston kid. Yeah. Right, I'll tell him. Yeah, thanks, Gus. Right. You asked us to check San Leone. Cranston kid had an accident. He's dead.
What kind of an accident?
Well, his motorcycle went off a cliff down by that construction site. It's a rugged area. Lab boys won't touch anything till daylight. Well, it kind of blows that Cranston angle, doesn't it?
Sure looks that way. We could only find that girl that they fought about, Alida.
Well, I mean, even if you did find her, what could she tell you?
Well, I wouldn't know until I asked her a few questions. Well, thank you, Rolly. Good night. And
good night.
Say good night to your lovely wife.
Hi, Betty.
Hi.
Bye, Betty.
Barnaby, you forgot to sign the IRS quarterly report.
Did you come all the way down here to bring me this?
Well, only because I know you'd grouch for a week if you have to pay the penalty on this, and you will have to if it's not postmarked by midnight tonight. Where's JR off to?
Going to a honky-tonk roadhouse to find a girl.
Oh, Alida, the girl you told me about on the phone.
That's right. Since you're here, I might as well put you to work, too.
Well, I haven't had breakfast yet.
Well, you can have breakfast on me. As soon as I take you over to Stalls, you can go through Vince's camper. You got it parked there.
What am I looking for?
Same thing JR is, a lead on Alida.
Sheriff?
Got some more paint flakes.
Off this fender, all right.
Looks to me like that bike may have contacted something up here on the road before it went over the side.
Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Barnaby.
Rolly?
How you been, Clem?
Oh, pretty good. Playing pretty far out of your territory, aren't you, Sheriff?
Well, there's a chance that this Cranston kid could be connected with a case that my department's looking into. I thought I'd give it a look-see.
Well, all I can tell you right now, it appears he might have been forced off the road. Hey, Jerry, let's get a couple of pictures of where it went off over here.
Excuse me.
Surely.
Barnaby. She was at the roadhouse yesterday. Just a few minutes, not long after we left. I tried to get some information.
Whoa. Slow it down to a gallop. He's talking about Alida. That's our elusive blonde.
Yeah, well, the owner of the roadhouse, Caesar, was really tight-lipped about it until he found out that Cranston was dead, and then he was really shaken up and he started to give me all...
What about Alida?
Well, she came to the roadhouse to meet Cranston, and they had some words, and he took off on his bike.
With the girl?
No, she stayed by to make a phone call, but the capper is that when he took off, Caesar, who's the owner of the roadhouse, saw a Jeep go after him. A Culverton and Sheriff Department Jeep.
Like the same color as Cranston's bike.
Jake, who had this out yesterday afternoon?
Bert Campbell, sir.
Ask him to step out here, will you? Where were you yesterday afternoon, Bert?
You know where I was, where you sent me. I was on stakeout out at Macaulay's place.
Anybody see you there? Talk to anyone?
Of course not. I was on a stakeout. What's this all about?
See if you can check that out, Jedediah.
Ever hear of a gal named Alida, Bert?
Alida?
She hangs out around Taylor's Roadhouse.
You've been out there, haven't you, Bert?
Sure, a few times. But I never heard of any Alida.
You're a ladies' man, aren't you, Bert? That Alida must be something, huh?
Well, Sheriff, I told you, I don't know her.
Vince Stahl knew her. Billy Cranston knew her. They're both dead.
So?
So in light of certain information that Mr. Jones has brought me, plus the fact that we found red paint on your hubcap, it just might be the possibility that somebody wanted the both of them dead so that they could have the lady all to themselves.
Are you accusing me?
Right now, I'm just suspending you from duty until we sort things out. So you won't go too far, I'm holding you on suspicion of reckless driving.
Did you earn your breakfast?
Well, you can switch that to lunch. Vince Saul's sister gave me toast and coffee.
What do you got?
Well, I didn't find anything with Alida's name on it or anything like that, but I did find this in a hairbrush in Vince's camper.
Blonde.
As you can get. Platinum.
Now I know we've had so much trouble finding her. This is not real hair.
Nylon from a wig.
When JR calls, tell him to try me at the sheriff's office.
I already told the sheriff I don't know how that paint got on the wheel of my Jeep. I told him.
Yeah. I've been going over this motor pool log. According to this, you drove directly to the scene of the Macaulay stakeout and then drove right back to the station when you were relieved.
That's right. It's all right there. The reading on the mileage speedometer shows that.
Give or take a mile or two. It turns out to be the same distance to the place where Billy Cranston's bike went over the side.
So? It proves nothing.
You're wrong, son. It proves you could be telling the truth. If somebody saw you at the Macaulay stakeout. See, if you'd have gone to both places, you would have added 30 or 40 miles to your speedometer reading.
Thanks, Mr. Jones. Now, if we can only get the sheriff to give me the benefit of the doubt, I'd be okay.
You know, that's something that puzzles me. He could have checked this maintenance record just as easily as I did.
I guess it's just his way of reminding me that he can really lean on me if he has to.
Why? What's he got against you?
Maybe I'm imagining it, but I think he's leery of me because I know how he met his wife.
Well, doesn't everybody? She came through town in a traveling musical show and...
Is that what he told you? Okay, Mr. Jones. Let it go.
This is no time for gallantry, son. Come on, out with it.
Last year, we raided a club over by the stockyards. Arrested about 16 people for pushing dope, prostitution. One of them was a go-go dancer named Kit Jennings.
I see.
I was the only one who saw Rolly sneak her out of that dive. Took her home, saw her, and her name was taken off the arrest sheet. A few weeks later,
Kit Jennings became Mrs. Catherine Braden.
Telephone, Mr. Jones.
That's right, Barnaby. He was cutting brush on the slope.
Oh, just a minute, Jedediah. Deputy Willison is here. Why don't you spell it out for him?
Okay. There was a field worker who saw Deputy Campbell in his Jeep in the trees behind the McCauley Ranch house. Now, he had him in full view on and off for over 3 hours, from noon to close to 3:30.
And Billy Cranston died around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Well, looks like you have grabbed the brass ring, Jedediah. Get the name of that field worker and then get back here.
Right.
Yeah, that's her. That's Alida. But then, you came in here knowing that already. So why ask me?
Knowing something and making yourself believe it, not easy sometimes.
How long have you known?
Long time.
Did you just let me go on?
Well, I was afraid I might lose out in a face-off. I look in the mirror, you know, I see what I am.
Oh, Rolly, don't. Please don't put yourself there. Rolly, I love you. In spite of this craziness in me, I do love you. Just as you are a good and a kind man.
But I'm not exciting enough for you, is that it? Like that half-breed of young bucks down at the construction site?
You know about Vince?
I wasn't spying or anything like that. It's just that I overheard you making that date with him to meet him at the lake.
And then you went to the lake?
It was just eating me up. I had to talk to him. I had to... He as much as called you a tramp.
Oh, my God. You killed him.
I didn't mean to. I should have heard him. You should have seen that smirk on his face.
And Billy Cranston, too.
Yeah, well, I couldn't stop you, so I figured the next best thing was to stop him.
Oh, my God, what have I done?
Oh, no. Not your fault. You can't help me in what you are any more than I can help loving you in spite of it.
Oh, I'll never hurt you again, I promise.
Barnaby.
Rolly, what are we going to do? He's not going to stop until he finds out everything.
Now, listen. If need to be, I'll take care of Barnaby. It's just, tell him I'm on my rounds or anything. I'm too tired to Mickey Mouse with him now, all right? Please.
This is Brad.
If you're looking for Rolly, he's not here right now.
It's funny, his car's outside.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, there is. As Alida.
Alida?
Actually, you can help Rolly a great deal more than me.
Sorry, I don't understand. Can't you come back when my husband's here, please?
Why don't you tell him to come out? He could do himself a lot more good by giving a statement for the district attorney now about Billy and Vince on his own.
You don't leave me much choice, old friend.
Too late for that.
No, it's not too late. Now, if we get a little head start, then we can go someplace where they'd never find us.
A couple hours, okay?
And if I don't, then what? You shoot me? I don't think you can.
I'm between a rock and a hard place, Barnaby. Please don't try me.
I don't think it's in you, Rolly. To kill in the heat of passion or jealousy, yes, but in cold blood, I don't think so.
You stay right where you are, Mr. Jones. Now, Bear and I are going to get out of here. And you're going to come with us.
Tell her there's no place to go.
He's right, hon.
No!
Operator, this is an emergency.
I guess it's gonna take some getting used to now that Rolly's not around here to bark at me anymore.
Yeah, must be kind of a cold feeling to be giving orders instead of taking them.
Well, whatever else Sheriff Braden was, he was a good teacher.
Good luck, Sheriff.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, I want to thank you for finding out what really happened to my brother. It must have been difficult for you.
In a way, we're all prisoners of fate. Rolly did what he thought he had to do. So did I.
I also want to apologize for what I said about the people in town being prejudiced.
Lucy's received several job offers from people in town who want her to come back and live here.
Good. Oh, what's it going to be? Big City Lights or Sleepy Hollow?
I'll have to think about that one for a while.
Well, when you decide, let us know so we can stay in touch with you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Good luck.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera. With guest stars Peter Caulfield, Renee Jarrett, Jerry Douglas, Robert Euro. Special guest star Michael V. Gazzo. Tonight's episode, A Simple Case of Terror.
figured you're the one with your hands in the till. How'd you pick the lock?
It's a piece of cake. Look, Farinelli's got himself a sweet thing going here. You get what, maybe $250,000 a month coming through in uncut stones. Huh?
Okay, empty your pockets on the crate.
Look, come on, Lee. All I'm doing is skimming a couple of grand a month. Now, I figure I got some bargaining position here, right?
I said empty your pockets. Now move. Nice and easy. And don't turn around. All right, Stevens. Now we're gonna take a little ride to Mr. Farinelli's house. Now move.
Hi.
Hello.
Not finished yet?
Oh, just 5 more minutes. What'd you do today? Did you keep yourself busy?
No. But they say a ship will be unloading end of next week. Maybe I can get a day or two's work then.
Hey, why don't you go pick up some Chinese food at Chang's?
Great idea. I'll meet you at the corner, okay?
Okay.
Come on, Lee. Come on, give me a break. Look, Farinelli doesn't know about this. I mean...
Lee!
You all right? He hurt you, Lee?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Why was he fighting with you?
Look, it was just an argument, but I'll take care of it. Now, thanks, Tom.
Lee, he's not breathing.
I said I'll take care of it. Now, will you just go?
Lee, there's blood. I didn't want to hurt him.
Will you forget what you saw and go?
I was only trying to help.
You're right. You're right, he's not breathing. He's dead.
Dead? I didn't mean to kill him.
No. Hey, it's not your fault. Yeah, he hit his head. And you were just trying to help me, right? Yeah. Okay, now I'm not gonna let you down. I'm not gonna let them say you were, some dummy and had a little bit too much muscle and they're gonna throw you in a nut house. Now look, I want you to get out of here now and keep quiet. Now go. Will you just get out of here now? Go on.
Chang's. You didn't forget, did you?
No, I'm going now.
Tom, is something wrong? Tom, your hands are bleeding. What have you been doing?
I cut myself up. I didn't do anything.
Substantive law defines what is it?
The content of the norms of behavior that are to be legally enforced.
The content of the norms of behavior legally enforced. Okay, adjective, law. Oh, boy, the things you gotta memorize to be a lawyer.
Well, if it helps, keep thinking about all those fat fees you're going to be able to charge once you pass the bar.
And the things you'll be able to spend them on. Beautiful girls, expensive yachts, Buying cars?
Well, that's the business to be in right there. You open your morning mail and you find money in it.
The letter's unsigned, and there's $195.
Ah, an unsigned letter. Somebody empties their piggy bank to hire a private eye? It's perfectly clear to me, sweetheart. Damsel in distress. It's a silent plea for help.
You know, JR, there is one profession you should stay away from.
What's that?
Well, it's not law.
Dear Mr. Jones, a man named John Stevens has disappeared from his job at Farinelli Freight Company Pier. I hope this money is sufficient to employ you to investigate the matter.
All right, thumbnail sketch of the sender and I get the job, okay? Okay. Sex of the sender, female, because most desperate females, when they're in trouble, don't know where to lean.
Oh, chauvinist.
Defend yourself, chauvinist.
Okay, piggy bank aspect. $195, not $200. It's a woman who's finding it difficult to make ends meet.
Now, for the don't know where to lean sex.
Know what I mean, sex?
All righty, proficient typist, possibly a secretary. The heading's properly spaced. There are no corrections or misspellings. Obviously not a law student. Let's see, the paper's of good quality. There's a watermark we should be able to trace. I would say odds are 5 to 1. The person is working age. Probably used a company typewriter, not electric, but an old standard. And used company stationery because the heading has been trimmed off.
That it has. But the thing is, why would he or she pay for what they can get for nothing by just calling the Police Missing Persons Bureau?
And that looks like our $195 question.
Mr. Farinelli. Now, you wait here.
Look, I'm scared, Lee. What if Mr. Farinelli doesn't give me a job like you said, huh?
Tommy, I said I'll look after you. That'll be okay. Good morning, Mr. Farinelli. Well, I brought him.
Yes, I see. Eddie and me, we were just discussing your problem. Your problem you had with that thief, Stevens, the other night.
Well, as I told Eddie, I tried to bring Stevens here so you could question him, but the big ape just jumped me.
Well, our concern now is that maybe Stevens isn't in it alone, that perhaps he was in it with somebody else who also discovered that we're bringing in the diamonds.
Meaning you made a big mistake not letting me handle Stevens. 5 minutes alone with him, I would have had him coughing up the story of his life. We don't have to worry about Stevens working with some other people. He was a loner, Mr. Farinelli.
You know it's my nature to worry, Lee. Like that young man, for instance. I worried that you needed his help in disposing of Stevens.
Tom thought I needed his help. He saw the guy jump me, and he just came barging in. Oh, that's why you're setting him up with a job on the pier. Because he's a good Samaritan. I want him on the pier so I can keep him close.
Because you and Tom were friends when you were boys. And that's a very good reason to want to protect the young man. But it's no way to conduct a business.
Okay, but having some insurance is. I mean, Tom thinks he killed Stevens. Now, if it ever comes down to it, he takes the rap, we're all off the hook.
All right. We'll see. Young man. Tom, I've seen so little of you since Peggy came to work for me in the office.
Yeah, well, I...
Now, you'll both be working for me. Now, I hope that pleases you.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it sure does. Hey, I really want to thank you, Mr. Farinelli.
Thank you, Tom. Look, you can wait outside for Lee, huh?
Yeah, I'll wait for you outside. Thank you, sir.
Oh, boy, this guy's really lost his marbles. No, he's not dumb. He just can't remember well, that's all.
It's an accident. That Vietnam War, his wife Peggy tells me.
Yeah, it was a concussion. A mine went off under his Jeep.
Well, we must all do what we can do to protect these young men. Now, thank you, Lee.
Yes, sir.
Eddie, Perhaps you could also be of some help down at the pier for the next few days.
Keeping an eye on who?
Whoever.
There are always a zillion forms to fill out.
Hey, let's celebrate tonight, huh? Steak and champagne.
How about if we wait until you get your first paycheck?
Okay.
You know, Lee got you this job pretty sudden-like.
Well, he's my best friend, that's why.
Well, I just meant that you've asked him before to give you steady work. Did you do something to make him change his mind?
No. Of course not.
Just finish filling out these forms, okay?
Okay.
May I help you?
Yes, my name is Barnaby Jones. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a man named John Stevens. I understand he's an employee here.
Well, yes, he is an employee, but he hasn't been to work since last Thursday.
No word from him at all?
No, he didn't phone in. He started working for us 6 months ago. And before that, he was a merchant marine.
Any family?
No, he didn't list any. And here's the address he gave us, 220 14th Avenue.
Thank you very much,
Mrs. Landry.
Mrs. Landry. Nobody made any attempt to find out why he didn't come to work?
No, it's really not unusual for a warehouse workman, especially one who's single, just to decide not to come to work for a while.
I admire the way you contain your curiosity. You didn't ask me why I wanted to find him at all.
Well, I figured a private investigator likes to keep things private.
Thank you.
Look, Tommy, there could be 16 reasons why somebody's trying to find out about Stevens. I mean, he could have run out on his old lady. He could have ripped someone off, and they're trying to pay him back.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Now, that's just the point. You only have to think about one thing. Nobody, absolutely nobody's going to believe your word that it was an accident that night.
They might believe your word if you told them everything that happened, you know?
They know that we're best of friends. They'll think I'm lying. Will you just trust me? I mean, really trust me.
Sure.
All right, now go on. Go back to work and finish those forms.
Okay, thanks.
I haven't seen him since Thursday morning.
Thursday, yeah, that's the day he was going out to work, and I says, hey, Mr. Stevens, how about the rent? He says, Cooley dropped dead. Then he smiles and blows.
Mr. Cooley.
Yeah.
You seem to know Mr. Stevens fairly well. Did he have friends who used to drop in?
Oh, he had friends, all right, that would drop in. You know, the kind of friends that leave him limping and promising even worse if he doesn't pay up.
Loan sharks?
Yeah.
Was he in debt to them a lot?
Well, now, this clown would bet on anything. If he was in the chips at Top City, it didn't make any difference. But you know what? When he hit, he would hit big.
Do you mind if we take a little look around?
No, go ahead. You ain't gonna find nothing of value in here, but be my guest.
You know, Jedediah, from the beginning it puzzled me. A man with no family, and apparently no friends. Why would somebody express concern when he's only been missing a few days?
Yeah, especially $195 worth of concern.
Whoever it was that wrote the note used the word disappearance. That's the kind of word you use when you don't expect a man to be found.
Pawn tickets.
3 of them, covering a period of 4 months.
Well, it's a consistent profile on Stevens.
But if he hit it big every now and then, I can't understand why he didn't redeem these older ones.
Tom, we've got to be honest with each other.
Well, how do you mean?
Look, a lot of things that happen to you aren't intentional, I know. Like the fights that you sometimes get into.
They're not my fault, Peg.
I know.
I don't like to be made a fool of.
Sweetheart, I know. But last Thursday, you were waiting for me, and you'd said that you'd cut your hands.
Yeah, but it wasn't much of a cut. Look, it's healed
Tom,
already.
please. I want to know why. Tom, it was the very next day that Lee asked Mr. Farinelli to hire you.
What difference does it make what day it was? Hey, I almost forgot. I got you a little present.
Tom, I've told you not to buy me presents we can't afford.
No. These were a bargain. Look, they were only $30. I borrowed it from Lee.
These cost $30?
They're worth a lot more. Maybe a couple hundred.
Tom, they're worth $2, if that.
$2, huh? You mean I was cheated?
Oh, Tom, I've told you not to buy me things.
These weren't worth $30.
Well, everything is worth exactly what you can get, right?
I want my money back.
Well, you beat it. Well, you be getting something you're not looking for.
I want my...
Come on. Want me to part your hair?
Stop it. Tom, stop. Come on. Come. Stop it.
Cheat me!
Tom, come on.
He belongs in a booby hatch.
He cheated me!
Tom, you could have hurt that man.
But he's the one.
I don't care what he was. Tom, you're too strong to fight with other people. And fighting with this, you want to kill somebody.
Right, he's not breathing. He's dead.
Tom? Tom, did you hear me?
I gotta go back to work.
Each loan was on uncut diamonds.
I'd lend them about, 40% a mark.
Do you have a question where Stevens was getting these?
Oh, I kidded him about it one time. If he had a rich uncle in South Africa, you know.
Mr. Birch, if you'd had a chance to buy these diamonds, would you have?
Well, in fact, I offered to buy him for more than loan value. He turned me down.
Now, if you had acquired them, what would have been the next step in their disposition?
Well, I'd put him through the Diamond Mart. Go through a broker.
I understand the Diamond Mart is pretty well regulated. Wouldn't there have been some question as to their source?
Oh, create plenty of interest. You know, where rough stones are coming from. Oh, yeah.
But used as collateral in your pawn shop, they would have remained in your vault. Wherever the uncut diamonds came from, he was afraid to peddle them in the open market for fear that they'd be traced back to him. I think we ought to check a little deeper into Stevens' past, ships he worked on.
Incidentally, the list from the paper company came in. Farinelli Freight is listed as one of their customers with that kind of watermark on their stationery.
It seems that all roads still lead to Farinelli's place.
Smuggling operation?
If it is, it's going to be pretty hard to get any information on Stevens' whereabouts.
Hey, look, why don't I get a job on the pier, ask around, look around, and see if I can pick something up?
Like a couple of bog steers?
Or worse, some of those waterfront people play pretty rough.
Look, it can't be any worse in my neighborhood back in Chicago.
Get me Lloyd Sweeney, dock workers, Local 81. He owes me a favor.
Hiya, Mr. Farinelli.
Eddie! Finally! I'll be in a warehouse.
Just fill this out, thank you.
I'm sorry. I messed up my application. I made a mistake.
I'll head up another for you.
Do you have any idea when I'll be able to start working?
Not until tomorrow. If you call me after 5, I'll tell you what gang.
Thank you.
Yes, sir?
Did you know about this Jones? This Barnaby Jones, investigator who has been looking for John Stevens?
Yeah, there's been some talk about him.
Not to me. Only now do my people say he's been asking around about what ship Stevens worked on. How come it takes until now for me to find this out?
I mean, what's a sweat? I figured he worked for a bill collector, or maybe even the Sharks.
Or maybe those people in Amsterdam who are looking to get the stones back.
Yeah, that's a good possibility. So maybe it is. I mean, what's Jones gonna find out? I mean, there's just the three of us.
Tom Landry makes it 4. And I want it should go back to 3.
Oh, Mr. Farinelli, I mean, Tom doesn't know anything about our business.
He knows about Stevens. And if this Jones, he should also find out. Yeah, maybe he'll start to put 2 and 2 together.
I mean, Tom won't talk. I mean, for crying out loud, he thinks he killed him.
Then he should be punished, like all murderers. Eddie, you'll take measures.
Hey, Mr. Farinelli, now, come on, please. I mean, I've known him since he's with kids.
So? You will not be asked to do anything beyond making certain that Tom is here for overtime work tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie, I've been looking for you. Listen, I'm sorry about what happened the other day, you know, losing my temper like that. I didn't... Hey! Come on. It fell on it.
Go on, get the barrel.
I'm not even going to work this morning. I'm so worried about Tom. He's never stayed out all night before. If you see him, let me know, okay?
Mrs. Landry? Could we have a little talk?
Sure, what can I do for you?
This letter that I got asking me to look for John Stevens was written on the same typewriter as an employment application that got into my hands. Your typewriter.
I haven't been too clever about all this, have I? When we got home that night, Tom hid the wallet in his closet. Do you know, I don't think he remembers that he did that.
Memory's that bad.
We got married right after we graduated from high school. He came back from the war. He barely remembered who I was. Slowly, things are beginning to get better, but it's going to be a long time before his memory is anywhere close to being normal.
Are the children?
No. Tom's about all I can handle. But if he's killed somebody, then he's got to be put away.
You feel that Whatever it was that happened that night, the foreman, Lee Wallace, was involved?
Well, the way Lee's been going out of his way recently for Tom, there's just got to be something going on between them.
Well, we'll see what your husband has to say. Can you think of any place he may have stayed overnight?
I've been racking my brain, no.
Why did you come to me instead of the police?
I've asked myself that question. I come up with a pretty ugly answer. Did I hire you in secrecy, hoping that you'd find Tom guilty of something and that he'd be put away and I'd be relieved of all this? That's a pretty awful thing for a loving wife to say. And I do love him. That's the hardest part.
I've been waiting for you. Where you been all night?
I got scared. I stayed in the scrap yard. Eddie tried to kill me. I didn't do anything.
All right. Now listen to me. Did you talk to anyone?
No, I tried to tell him I was sorry, but he...
Well, you forget about that. Now listen carefully. I want you to find some place to hide. And then I want you to call me. Call me at 1 o'clock. And Tom, don't talk to anyone.
Don't talk to anyone.
That's right. Don't talk to anyone. Yeah. Now go on. Go on, find a place and stay put. Now, Tom, you remember, you call me 1 o'clock.
Yeah, Mr. Farinelli, please. When did he say he'll be back? All right, look, have him call Lee Wallace down at the warehouse as soon as he gets back. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Wallace, my name is Jones. As you probably know, I'm investigating the disappearance of John Stevens.
Disappearance? He was an itinerant dock worker. I mean, they're here today, gone tomorrow.
Well, Mr. Stevens had worked here for 6 months. That's hardly here today and go tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Stevens worked on Thursday night. Did you see him leave that night?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure I did. Well, look, Mr. Jones, I've got a shipment to get out, so you'll have to excuse me. I've got to get back to work. What are you doing over there? Hey, I said, what are you doing over here?
It's part of the Overland shipment.
Overland shipment? Yeah. The Overland shipment is in the zebra section.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's my first day. I made a mistake.
I'll make sure it doesn't happen again, or it'll be your last.
Tom, where have you been?
I sneaked in the back way so nobody would see me.
Why didn't you come home last night?
I got cold, sleeping in Mullen's scrapyard.
Why did you run away from the warehouse after the accident?
I had to think about people believing me that it was an accident.
You tried to tell me there's reason to believe it wasn't an accident?
I don't know. I gotta talk to Lee.
Lee again? What are you two involved with?
Nothing. It's Stephen's wallet.
Tom, I hired a private investigator. A man named Jones. He was just here. I hired him to find out what happened to John Stevens.
You do that to me?
Tom, we've got to talk about this.
Do you want them to catch me? Send me away? Is that what you want?
Please, all
do
you
you
gotta
want
do is
that?
tell them the truth.
The truth is, I killed Stevens. His body's in the bay. And like last night, it was an accident.
How did it happen?
He was fighting with Lee Stevens. I don't know. I yanked him off. I threw him. He hit his head, I guess.
Lee was there. He's a witness to it being an accident. What are you so afraid of?
With this Jones fella around, the cops are gonna be here.
Tom, if you run, you're just gonna look more guilty. Tom, please, you've got to trust me.
Trust you? After what you've done to me?
Thank you, Lieutenant. As soon as I sort something out with one of my clients, I'll get back to you. I may have something helpful.
Thank you very much.
The police just fished John Stevens' body out of the bay. Cause of death was a knife wound.
Oh, no. After hearing all about Tom and Peggy Landry and their problems, I was rather hoping for a happy ending.
Could you give me a rundown on your phone calls?
Well, on that info JR phoned in about the mysterious crates in Farinelli's warehouse. Helmon Limited is a novelty company in Amsterdam, but the parent company is an outfit in Johannesburg known to be a big speculator in uncut gems.
That's very interesting.
Most interesting, the parent company reported a theft of $4 million in uncut diamonds about 18 months ago. They've already collected on the insurance.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Landry. Oh, yes, please.
Come in, Miss Landry. My daughter-in-law, Betty Jones.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Mr. Jones, Tom came home about an hour ago. He got really upset when I told him about you, and he told me that he had killed John Stevens.
Did he say why?
He said it was an accident, that he must have struck his head.
John Stevens died of something more than a blow on the head. The police just fished him out of the bay. Cause of death was a knife wound.
Tom didn't say anything about a knife. He was just helping Lee Wallace in a fight, and he just pushed Stevens.
I told you Tom's not done. Man, what do you expect him to do? Just stand there and let Eddie kill him?
The big mistake was when I let you talk me into giving him a job. Before that, it could have been handled without calling attention to this place of business.
I tell you, I could have handled Tom. He does what I say.
He does what you say. You say call at 1 o'clock. Do you hear the phone ringing?
He'll call. He'll call.
No mistake this time, Lee. Look, we'll have rumors that friends of Eddie. They wanted to even matters. You understand, this must be done. See, when a thing is necessary, all quibbling ends.
Okay. Okay, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, it's me, Lee. He said to call you.
Yeah, where are you, Tommy?
I'm at the old amusement park.
Okay, the old amusement park. All right, now look, I want you to wait for me at the park. I've got something very important to tell you. Right? Right, kid?
Inspector Jones' office. May I help you?
Betty, hi. Is Barnaby there?
Oh, no, JR. He's driving Mrs. Landry home.
Well, I just found out that her husband Tom is at the old amusement pier. I don't know what's going on, but Lee Wallace is on his way over there to meet him.
I'll try and contact him at the Landry home.
Okay, tell him that I'm on my way to the pier. Goodbye.
Hold on, Peggy. Come on, hold on.
Oh, Tom, it's wonderful.
Having fun?
Oh, yes.
I did it! I did it!
You won the Cupid doll. Thank you, Tom. I'll treasure it always.
Don't be afraid. Hold on.
Oh, we're so high. Hold me tight.
Scared you?
I'll show you who's scared. Come on again.
Come on, let's do it. Come on.
Woo!
Oh, my
I
God.
almost took my breath away. Oh, Tom, I love you so much.
And I love you, Peggy. Forever. Forever.
Hey, it's like you were asleep on your feet, Tommy.
It was so real. Peggy was with me. We were going on the rides.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some good times this old park.
But Lee, I remembered that night. It's all so clear. The Cupid doll I won for Peggy. Lee, I'm remembering a night that happened years ago.
So you remembered. Come on, big deal.
Lee, it's never happened like that before. Everything before was always so vague, fuzzy, you know, like seeing things through a dark curtain.
Hey,
It's the first time-
Tom, listen to me. I gotta explain something to you. You see, me and Mr. Farinelli, well, he's been using a warehouse to bring stuff in from out of the country. Uncut diamonds.
You mean he's smuggling diamonds past customs?
Yeah, more or less. It's so complicated, I can't explain it. It's just millions of dollars involved, and, oh, somebody already collected insurance on it, and...
You shouldn't be mixed up in something like this.
Yeah, tell me. You know, sometimes you get one foot in quicksand, and the other one just follows, you know?
What's that for, huh?
See, it was me that killed Stevens, not you. Yeah, I knifed him before you even touched him. You just got yourself involved in the middle of everything, Tommy.
So you gotta kill me.
Tommy, I ain't got any choice, Tom. I have no choice.
Wallace!
You wait here, Mrs. Landry.
police are at the warehouse with search warrants. They're questioning Farinelli. You know what that means? Can we talk?
You animal. You're nothing but an animal. Tom!
Tom! Don't do it!
He's crazy. He's gonna pull that trigger. Just like you did. You wanted me dead.
Tom, think.
That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking about what he did to me. My best friend.
Think about what you're doing. That's it. Think it through. What you are doing. Think of Peggy. Think. How bad is it?
I'll be all right.
Call an ambulance.
I even remember buying you the ring that day, you know? And it was after I won you that Cupid doll and we were walking to the beach that you said yes. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. You know, he remembers the day we got engaged. It's a little thing, but it's remarkable.
Good. I have something for you. $195 exactly.
Oh, no, Mr. Jones.
Yes, you see, there is an insurance company involved, and they tell me that they're delighted to pick up my expenses in exchange for finding the stones.
Thank you.
Barnaby, is it really true about the insurance company picking up the tab?
Sure, as soon as I have a little talk with them.